Welcome back to Futurekron, where I share my psychic insights into just about everything, from unsolved crimes to the royal family and more. Have you ever seen something that you just can't unsee? Many of you have been asking about this, and during my recent reading, I received the answer to one key question about Princess Kate. What is it? Stick around and I'll reveal that shortly. In this episode, I'll use remote viewing and my empathetic abilities and a touch of mind reading to dig into Kate Middleton's emotions, thoughts, and daily experiences. I'll uncover how she's coping with her health, her relationship with her husband, and so much more. Let's get into this. According to the National Cancer Institute, in 2020, an estimated 1.8 million new cases of cancer were diagnosed in the United States, leading to over 600,000 fatalities. If you've had a family member treated for cancer, you likely appreciate the significant advancements in treatment, offering substantial prospects for full recovery in many cases within a surprisingly short time frame. One challenge with most cancer treatments, such as chemotherapy, is the loss of appetite. This concern is particularly poignant for Princess Kate. Observers have long noted Kate's low body weight, prompting inquiries and worries about the possibility of an eating disorder akin to her late mother-in-law, Princess Diana. I've steered clear of delving into this topic as it's quite sensitive and troubling. There's some positive news to share, as I believe Kate's capable of eating and her appetite appears normal. However, a significant issue arises here. Unexpectedly, I noticed Kate discreetly spitting out bites of food into a napkin after chewing, indicating that she's merely eating enough to appease those around her. This behavior suggests a concerning pattern. Many of you have asked about Kate potentially having an eating disorder. Based on what I saw, I have to say yes, she does. Another peculiar aspect of Kate's behavior relates to her wardrobe. Despite already having tailored clothing, she meticulously measures the waistlines of her garments, aiming to slim her waistline further with each event. You'll notice her preference for belted or snug-waisted clothing. I've observed her waist measurement dropping to as low as 18 inches, which is notably small given her build and height. I know many of you view Prince William as a devoted and supportive husband, and I wish I could share that sentiment. If you have watched my previous videos about him, you'll recall my highlighting of some significant character flaws, particularly his involvement with numerous other women, and even rumors of love children. Similar to his father, William doesn't hold back from undermining his wife, criticizing her behaviors and appearance both privately and publicly. And akin to King Charles with Diana, he's quick to comment on any weight gain she might experience, even post-childbirth. Kate is not one to shy away from public life, and she's eager to resume her public engagements alongside her husband, playing her part in maintaining the image of their happy union. To ensure she meets the demands of her role, she's following her doctor's advice and consuming the minimum necessary soft foods to maintain her weight. I remain confident in my prediction that she'll fulfill her upcoming public commitments. She's skilled at dressing in ways that conceal any concerns about her health, and she'll be sufficiently well to carry out her duties. Additionally, measures will likely be taken to ensure the press keeps its distance. Kate's alleged eating disorder will undoubtedly hinder her swift recovery, yet many individuals do overcome such challenges, much like many cancer patients do. This year will likely be filled with struggles and fluctuations for her, and discussions about her delicate physique may intensify, especially in the latter part of the year or even sooner. If she can navigate through this challenging period, particularly through 2025, she stands a good chance of regaining her health and vitality. For those of us raised by parents who endured the Great Depression, the notion of finishing every morsel on our plates is ingrained, part of the Clean Plate Club. How many of us were urged to finish our vegetables or reminded of less fortunate children in distant lands with no food? The royals, however, seem to operate differently. From the start, Kate learned to manage her eating, often merely moving food around her plate at dinner parties. Even beverages like cocktails and champagne, if consumed, were likely not enjoyed to the fullest under Kate's watch. This pattern has extended to Princess Charlotte, who is already picking up on restricting herself from indulging in extra bites or finishing her meals. It's sad to witness such wasteful habits, especially given the growing number of homeless and hungry individuals in Great Britain. This disregard for food, all in pursuit of a slender figure, is not just disappointing. It's a stark reminder of the inequality in our society, even within the royal family itself. I understand some of you may criticize me for discussing Kate in this manner, but I initially intended to highlight her positive aspects. However, discovering her behavior with food left me disgusted. One can only imagine the gossip among her staff. Kudos to the royal court for keeping this all on the down low, but shame on the royal family for requiring the rest of the nation to live up to laws and lowered living standards that they claim to be exempt from.
The quest for perfection our society demands can leave the individual gasping for breath at every turn. Eating disorders, whether it be anorexia or bulimia, show how an individual can turn the nourishment of the body into a painful attack on themselves.